Good morning and happy Wednesday. So funny story, you guys. I was doing kind of my morning routine and I thought, I'm gonna hop onto our group and I want to share something, share a little bit of my heart. And then I went onto my team page and did a live straight from the heart, but not on the right page. So I wanted to share my thoughts with you all, our community here. So here I go, take two. Maybe it will be more refined and less rambling than my first take. So this morning, I have been drinking lots of coffee. I've been up for a long time. Taylor, it looks like I'm on the monitor. She may just be waking up. But I was doing a lot of thinking about the power of positive thinking. And I have some things that I really want to share with you because they're things that I wish that I had really started thinking about and putting into place in my own life a lot sooner. So maybe some of you are leaps and bounds beyond the place where I was, but if you're not, hopefully this will be encouraging to you. So first of all, I just want to say, I slept in my makeup, which is a no-no. That will, I think it's you age 10 years faster by sleeping in your makeup. You always want to wash your face. I did not, but as you can see, my makeup is still on from last night, which is crazy. There's a little bit of mascara because I don't use our mascara on our pillow, but other than that, it's on. So that's weird. But anyway, the power of positive thinking. So I feel like as women, when we're growing up or just, throughout our lives, I feel like we care a lot and we focus a lot on what we put into our bodies, right? From dieting, and we're just or at least I did, really thought so much, and we should to some extent, we really think so much about what we put into our bodies and the food that we fuel ourselves with. And we think about, if you put garbage into your body, you get garbage performance out of it. If you're working out, or even just in general, right? If you eat a bunch of sugar, your energy level and all of that is not going to be good because you're putting garbage into your body. But what we don't think about, as often or weigh as heavily is what we put into our minds. And that's even more important and has even more of an effect, because if you are putting garbage into your mind, that stays. That's not garbage in, garbage out. That is garbage into your mind, garbage staying in your mind, and it forms, your self-opinion, your self-worth. It determines, for some people that are emotional eaters, it can actually affect what you're putting in your mouth. So I really want to focus today on chatting with you guys a little bit about positive thinking and the power of setting up habits in your daily life to put positive things into your mind. So I hope you're tracking with me so far. So I'll just give you a little bit of kind of back history. I feel like, not growing up, but at a certain point, adolescence or whatever it is, at some point in my life, I feel like my mind took a negative turn, and I wasn't doing things to bring positivity and bring affirmations and things like that into myself. I think as women, we're so focused on caring for other people and giving, but we're not focused on starting with ourselves and making sure that what's up here is right. Because if our mind is filled with positive self-concept and personal development, all these things, we can give so much and be so much more to other people, so much. So I wanted to chat with you about some things that I put into place in my own life that if you're not doing, maybe you want to piece in some of these things and see what an effect it has on you. So these are things that have been complete game changers for me, personally, professionally, all of those things. And I wish that I had started them sooner. So one of those things is just getting up early. So getting up early in the morning. So for some people, that's not really, feasible. But for me, I now get up at least an hour before my family does so that I have time to start my day in a positive way. Hey, Shannon. So I get up early. I get up, maybe 5:45 or 6. Taylor doesn't wake up till around 8. So that gives me a lot of time. And the first thing that I do, so I start the whole day. I don't check my phone. Well, I have been guilty lately. I've been checking my phone. That's not good. I want to be honest. But up until this past week, I start my day with gratitude. So some people like to do like a gratitude journal and write down 3 things you're thankful for. I just lay in my bed and I just kind of, get myself ready to get out of that bed, but I pray and I thank God for 3 specific things. And I try to vary it, from day to day, but I thank him for 3 specific things, and starting my day with gratitude makes a huge difference. I pray for my family, my friends, my team members, people I might come into contact with that day. I start my day with prayer, and that's just me personally. But no matter what your beliefs are, you can start the day with gratitude in general. So gratitude to the universe or whatever you believe in, but starting your day being thankful for things that you have. And so starting from that place of gratitude. Then another key thing that I think is huge for all of us women is moving on to affirmations. So for me, usually after I get up, I'll go downstairs, I'll go to my office, and I have written in one of my mini notebooks in the front, I have some affirmations. So affirmations are things that you tell yourself that are true and that you want to reinforce, or things that you may forget about yourself or who you are, who you're created to be, but you remind yourself of those things. So for example, and I don't want to share all of my affirmations with you, but things like, I am enough. So often times we think as women that we have to be more and do more and all of these things. I am enough. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of pampering and self-care, whatever it might be. Affirmations about you and the things that you are and the things that you deserve in life, and reminding yourself of those things is huge. So I don't know, that's one way to fill your mind with positivity versus starting your day with scrolling through Facebook and all the comparisons that can happen there, turning on the news and seeing negativity. I don't know, there's just so many other ways that you could start your day that to start you off in a frantic, hectic, stressed mess. I wish I had started this so much earlier. I might have had to get up a little earlier, but it would have made a huge difference. So gratitudes, affirmations, and then personal development. Okay, so this is the one that I really wanted to chat with you guys about. So I used to think that personal development and people who did personal development were weak people, they needed help, right? I'm if you have to be reading, they must be reading self-help books. Okay, personal development is not self-help books. Personal development should and can look so many different ways. So every single day, whether it is during that morning time or at some point in my day, thank goodness for audible.com, right? I am pouring into myself in some way. So this might be, you guys, personal development can be reading books on parenting, reading books on marriage and relationships, reading your Bible, reading a book about business, reading a book about a business you want to start, reading about, another culture, reading, a self-help book. It could be a spiritual book. It can be anything, but instead of putting garbage in, putting positive and enriching and personally developing things into your mind every day is so huge. Hey, AJ, what the heck? Okay, so you must be at the airport. I'm talking about personal development and positive thinking. And so AJ, if anyone knows and has probably seen the evolution of me, I feel like I've been historically kind of a negative Nancy sometimes. And, I don't want to put myself down because that's exactly the opposite of what I'm trying to tell you all. But I feel like I, at some point in life, became kind of negative and that victim mentality. You have to get out of that. You have to consciously change your thinking. If you're already wired positively, like my husband is, he's just wired to be positive, at all times. And that's been a huge help to me. But if you're not, or if you've somehow taken a turn because of things that have happened in life or whatever, and experiences that you've had, you have to right that ship. The world, your family, your friends, all of us, we deserve to have the best version of you, and you're in control of that, you guys. That's so powerful. But you have to take initiative. You have to actually put things in that are going to change you from within so that you can do more from without. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, so I would love to, I'm constantly reading books, and really it just takes a few pages a day or 10 minutes of listening in your car to Audible, something to bring development to yourself as a person. And you're doing that. It's not selfish. You're doing that so that you can be more effective as a wife, more effective as a mom, as a friend, as a coworker, as an entrepreneur, whatever it is. You are doing that not out of a place of selfishness, but so that you can serve others better. Because can we pour from an empty cup? No, we can't. I mean, there's nothing there to pour. And if it's not even halfway filled, what you're pouring is not, going to be that effective or hydrating or whatever for other people. I don't know. But anyway, I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. I always say you have to be your own. Yes, Liz, exactly. You have to be, because I don't know. That's what we're in control of. We are in control of what we put into our own minds. And we are also in control of what we block out. So that's another huge thing before I hop off, and I don't want to get too on a tangent, but when you start having those doubting thoughts about yourself, when you start having a negative thought, or if you're having a conversation with someone who's being judgmental or negative, you have to block it out. You really do. You are in control of what you allow into your energy field, right? So you really have to be protective of that. And I'm not always the best at that, but I'm trying. And that's another thing, is just to continually try to be the best version of you, because again, your family deserves that. The world deserves that. Your friends deserve that. Your colleagues deserve that. People you come into contact with in the future deserve that. And you certainly deserve to be happy and the best version of yourself, and the person that the fullest amazing version of who you were created to be. So you're in control of that. You're in control of what you allow in and what you block out. So I just wanted to hop on and talk about that. Nothing to do with skincare, nothing to do with anti-aging makeup, other than the fact that I slept in mine and it still looks really pretty good for sleeping in your makeup, which don't do that. By the way, the book Girl, ironically, let's bring it home, shall we? My favorite personal development book that I would recommend to any woman, regardless of your profession, if you're a mom, you're not a mom, is Girl, Wash Your Face. So it's by Rachel Hollis, and it's so good. I read it in paperback, and now I'm listening to it on audible.com, and it's so good. So if you haven't put personal development practice into your life, pick up or download from Amazon that book, Girl, Wash Your Face, and then start there. But again, so gratitudes, affirmations, personal development, prayer. Hydrate yourself in the morning or whenever you find time for this, but make sure you take time for you and make sure you're putting good things in. Lindsay, I really want to read that one. Yeah, it's so good. Well, on that note, you guys, have a great, wonderful day. It's Wednesday. I am going to go wash my face and then get this day started. Go get my little girl out of bed. Looks like she is rustling around. Okay, love you guys. Bye.